if your child's right brain dominant, there is another aspect of them that you must know. Your child is a picture thinker. And what that means is literally they may be able to speak words, listen to words, write words, but they think in visual images. And that is a whole nother experience. So I'm going to play a little game with you, a little activity. Open up your books. I'm not sure what it's called, but there's a place to write that says oral instructions. Oh, examples of picture thinking. So I have a little box. I'd like you to all to be my students. Do the best you can. Don't ask your neighbor a question. Don't peek to see what your neighbor's doing to validate or invalidate what you're doing. Don't raise your hand or shout out, because heaven forbid, you might need clarification. That's not okay. I'd like you to draw a table. Up, class. I asked you. This is your work. This is your process. Draw a line down the middle of the table. Draw a line across the top of the table. Write name in upper left-hand corner. Write number of times confused in upper left-hand corner. All right, class. How many of you drew this? Anybody? What? I didn't have one person follow the directions? I have a low class. This is not good. You're all getting D's, okay? Because it's not my fault as a teacher. I articulated the directions perfectly. But my students, if I'm looking for a learning disability, guess what I'm looking for? I'm looking at all your mistakes. Okay? And I'm going to label it something because I've tested thousands of students, and I'm going to look for something. I'm going to find it because I'm looking. I'm going to find ADD. I'm going to find auditory processing. I'm going to find visual memory, something that explains why you couldn't draw a table. But what if what's really driving the train is I said the word table, your brain linked it with a picture, table, and it never looked back. It never questioned it. Why would you? Now, some of you did have a question. So some of you have a little bit of left hemisphere going on, but I made sure that I put a stop to that because I don't want you guys talking and disturbing my class. And don't cheat, because if you have question and doubt your picture, I don't want you to fix it. You're beginning to see how we're getting off track in the way we approach a child who is a right brain thinker. Your child links it with a picture, and the brain says, done. I get it. I understand. I know. Oh, I know. How many times have you heard your kid? I know. And then you watch them not know. Just like, help. I know the feeling. So I'm going to give you another example, right, of how this works. So that's an oral instruction. You guys all failed that. Let's see how you do on the written instruction. Okay. You say to your child, go to your room, put your toys away. Said it a million times. I know this. If your child's a picture thinker, they will hear every word. They can repeat back every word. They can write down every word. But they're only going to think with the words that they can visualize. So let's take a look and see what that is. Go. Probably got a picture. Link. Green light, running, motion, from here to there. They've got a picture. Okay. 2. Maybe not. What does that word? That's such a useless word. Why do we do that? It's so annoying. Drop. No picture. Your. Tricky. I'm saying your room. I'm visualizing you. Your child hears your room. He visualizes the person speaking. So this is the child who, where you going, honey? Oh! Am I going the wrong way? I'm going to my room. He retrieved the wrong picture. He linked the wrong picture. So let's go ahead. Wrong picture or no picture. Room. Got a picture. No problem. He's got a picture of a room. And, I don't know. That seems vaguely unnecessary. Let's just get rid of that. Put. No way. No way does he have a picture of what that word really means. Here's your again. Oh. Now at this point, your child's brain is actually breaking up. It's actually going, stop talking to me. I don't want to hear it. Toys, got a picture. No problem. Away. Now this one's interesting because very likely your child's got a picture of it. But when I ask one of my students, what's your picture for it? The most common response is, I see somebody coming to the door. They're taking all my toys away. They're driving it away. Away. Well, who wants to go do that? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you. I'm going to postpone. I'm going to avoid. Or I'm going to go walk into my room. Go room toys. This child who goes plays with his toys. You know, just stands in the middle of the room. And you're astounded. You're like, how old are you? And you can't go to your room and put your toys away? You're never going to have a job in the real world. I'm worried about you. But the real reason is they're a picture thinker. And your child only thinks with words that make a visual image. So you got to get interested. You got to start asking yourself, that's interesting. I said this. He did that. I wonder what word he's missing a picture for. And you will never look at your child the same again. All right, you think, all right, that's a little example. That's a little kid. I can understand a little kid getting confused. But really, Mel, come on. The brain matures, people mature. How bad can this get? Well, you want to see how bad it can get? Here we go. Math word problems. Gotta hate them. The problem doesn't go away. The problem builds on itself. Your child doesn't get better at handling not missing pictures and having wrong pictures. He just gets more and more language dumped on him. So here you go. I'm just going to dally around, and I'm going to show you what it's like for your right brain child to read this math problem. You finally get an allowance. Oh, speaking of allowance, can you believe my mother and so-and-so gets $20 and I don't, and then there was that one time, creative thinking. Brrr. So now you've got a child who's already way off track just because you've added an unnecessary emotional element into the word problem. So you're a good parent, you're patient. You know what? I think let's just kind of let go of that whole thing, okay? Let's get you back here. You put $2 away. Subtraction? Anybody? In January, $4 away. Subtraction. In February, $8 away. Subtraction. In March, and followed maybe this pattern. Okay, got that one. Through. Now, does that mean I count December? Don't count December? You know what? Let's just get rid of all of that. How much money? Got a picture. Yay! I got a picture. Do you have in 1221? I don't get it. And you're like, okay, I know you're a visual learner. And let me just draw it out and help you through this math problem. And a good tutor or a caring parent helps their child through this math problem. But you haven't helped them. Because what they really don't get is all the missing pictures. And what they really don't get, that sometimes the word away is this, and sometimes it means keep it to yourself and hold on to it. And they are not flexible in their ability to link the pictures. I can't tell you how many times I've sat down with a student, had the exact same experience, read the math word problem. I don't get it. Okay, let's see if we can find, there's probably just one word. We don't even need to deal with all of these. There's probably just one word that if I fix the picture, you'll suddenly get it. And you'll get it for life. And this is where we're really off track. Because we're drilling our kids, we're pushing them to just toe the line, dial in, brrrr, but we're not teaching them how to learn. And we're not teaching them to find the one element that threw them. Because if you fix that, you've got a lifelong learner. You fix that, you empower them to look at the word problem differently the next time. You've got a picture thinker. So now, I've fired up your brains again. So let's just really quickly, because there's one little more piece I want to add. Just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Dial in. This has been amazing. This has shifted and changed how you view your child. There's one more piece. And when you're ready, open your eyes.